Jai Hind, everyone.
Jai Hind, sir.
Okay,
Right.
so Subodh, Tanu, and Vaibhav. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who is ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Okay, Subodh is ready. Vaibhav, can you keep time? Okay, Tanu.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vaibhav has also raised hand. So Vaibhav, keep time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can start.
Okay. So, good morning to all. My today's lecture topic is Indo-US relations. So, we know that Indo-US relations is very important because it is one of the largest democracy and the oldest democracy. When India got independence in 1947, so we don't have like friendly relations with the USA. If I give example, that was in 1971 war when we need help from the foreign nations. Uh, So USA supported Pakistan in that. Instead of stopping the war, USA sent its nuclear capable submarines as well as the aircraft carrier into the Indian Ocean to defeat India. But at that time, Russia helped us, our all weather friend, and we saved. Similarly, the relations started increasing, means building a better future in 1992 when we conducted the Malabar exercise for the first time. It is a naval exercise between India and USA. But again, our relations got strained in 1997 when we conducted the nuclear test and USA imposed sanctions. But in 2008, USA relaxed the sanctions, and thereafter we developed a very good relationship with the USA. If I talk about the trade relations, trading relations, so USA is one of the largest trading partner with India. The trade was increased. The trade is increased by 7.67% from 119 billion to 128 billion in the financial year 2021 to 2022 between 2022 to 2023. Not only that, we have signed a lot of defense deals. If I talk about the recent defense deal, so USA previously we have means USA supported for just 50% of technology transfer, but now USA signed a deal in that it is USA will share almost 80% of its technology transfer. Not only that, we have purchased a lot of drones. We are now conducting a lot of exercises with the USA, like for giving example, that is Vajra Prahar, then Yuddha Abhyas, Malabar exercise, then the Coup India. Not only that, we have a lot of means USA and India is the member of the international community. Like if I give example, that is G20, which is India is currently India is means India is the current president of the G20, and the gavel is handed over to the Brazil. Not only that, the we are now very important in the international forum. We have a lot of we means USA and India are the most important trading partners. And if I talk about
Last
the
30
groupings, that is
seconds.
the Quad grouping is there, I2U2 grouping is there. Then India is also the member of the Indian Ocean Rim Association to avoid the China's threat in the Indian Ocean region. So lastly, I want to conclude that India's relations is very important to avoid China's aggression because China is growing very faster and it is sending its military into the other nation's territory, and it is very harmful. Like China is doing same in the Taiwan Strait. Not only that, it is also creating a
Time up.
disturbance in the Indian Ocean region. So in that perspective, Quad is very important grouping, and USA support is very important for India's means India's India Security Council seat in the UNO, and as well as the defense ties. Thank you.
Okay, good Subodh. Well covered. Indo-US relationship is very important from the world perspective. Two largest nations in terms of one is very powerful and another is largest democracy. If you see, if India and US work together, it can impact the whole world. If US is the responsible nation, whatever is happening in the world, and they are supposedly controlling the things, whether it is good or bad in the entire world, everyone knows who is the kingmaker for many countries. And another is India, where we are peace loving. We never disturbed other nations' sovereignty. We respect other countries' honor, whereas US has been interfering indirectly. Nobody questioned it because it is a big brother. Now, if we have to bring stability in the world, countries like US and India have to work together. And off late we see, because first time in 1991, US and India started moving aligned and in one direction when the economies opened from the Indian side. Secondly, India was closer to Russia, but maybe now business interests are there and other policy changes. We are keeping balance. We are keeping balance and we are moving much closer to US. US has also realized because they traditionally helped Pakistan, aligned with Pakistan, because in Cold War area there were notions Russia with India and America with Pakistan. So these groups are getting now thinner, and Pakistan, all said and done, every country has realized that one cannot trust Pakistan because Pakistan as a nation is very fabricated. There are so many power centers there, and even if some deals happen with sitting governments, there is no certainty that the Pakistan as a nation will be able to comply on that. So that is the bigger problem with Pakistan, and that is how countries are moving away. Of course, Afghanistan war was going on. That time, perforce, US had to work together with Pakistan. But now it is a clear picture in terms of business, defense ties, all other cooperations, whether it is UN, G20, ASEAN, Quad, we are working together. And the chemistry between two governments moving together and showing larger interest. So it helps India business interests, and when we are moving ahead in terms of defense progress, we need US support also. And in future, if we are heading for powerful status, the US has to be with us, and that is how exactly it is going well. So both well delivered lecture, good data covered, and in such topics you can bring more of a defense orientation, how it is helping us. A lot of deals are happening, you can quote if you know
Yes,
statistics.
sir.
Okay. Okay, good. Who is
Yes, sir.
next? Tanu. Okay, Subodh, keep time. Tanu will speak.
Yes, sir.
Good
You
morning to
can
all.
start.
Good morning to all. Today my topic is Israel-Palestine war. So, firstly, the origin of war. The Israel-Palestine war was started in the 19th century. In 1947, the United Nations adopted Resolution 181, which is also known as the Partition Act, according to which divides the British Mandate of Palestine into Arab and Jewish states. On 14 May 1948, the state of Israel was created, which led to the first Arab-Israel war. The war was ended in 1949, and along with Israel victory. But after this war, 7,05,000 Palestinians were displaced, and the territory was divided into three parts: the state of Israel, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip. Secondly, the major wars which have been fought till now. In 1967, Israel made a strike against Egypt and Syria, which lasted for 6 days. In this war, Israel occupied the West Bank, Arab East Jerusalem, and 1973. Egypt and Syria attacked Israel position, starting the Yom Kippur War, but Israel won this war within 3 weeks. But after this, Israeli invaded Lebanon in 1982. After the siege of 10 weeks, thousands of Palestinian fighters were evacuated by sea. After this, again in 2006, war occurred in Lebanon when militant captured two Israeli soldiers. After this, in 2005, Israel quit Gaza, which it had captured from Egypt in 1967. But Gaza come up with war in 2006, 2008, 2012, and 2014 and 2021 also, that involves Israel air raids and Palestine rocket fires, the Hamas bombings again Israeli. So now in the present scenario, on 7 October 2023, Palestine military groups led by Hamas come up with operation at Operation Al Aqsa Flood, which causing a large scale invasion against Israel from the Gaza Strip. And from the counterpart, the Israel in their defense come up with Operation Iron Sword. Till now, at least 3,000 missiles with the against Israel have been separated or have been reported. Palestinian militants broke through the Gaza-Israel barrier and
Last 30 seconds.
invaded Israel's southern district. In their way, they killed at least 1,200 Israelis. In response, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin declared a state of emergency and war. Some opposition parties have called for the formation of a national government. Israel military carried out strike unity in the Gaza Strip. It also imposed a total backblade on the Gaza Strip, according to the reports and official data.
Time
At
up.
least 900 Israelis and 8 Palestinian Gaza Strip and West Bank have been killed. Thank you.
Okay, Tanu, very current topic. We will, in any case, go in detail on Israel Palestine war or the issue. In coming time, we will divide this entire episode into subtopics and you all will speak on one small threads. You covered it well. What is happening? What exactly is little bit tension between them? To just throw a little bit light on this, this is a very old issue. We need to understand the historical perspective. The Judaism or the Jews, this is the oldest religion, if you can call, like Hinduism is the oldest. So initially it was Judaism or the Jews versus Christian. Now of late it has become Jews versus Islam. Before 47-48 independence of Israel, it was Jews versus Christian. This and that is how we see Hitler killed almost two-thirds of Jews living in Europe and Germany. And till then, till independence of Israel in 48, Israel state became and the Palestine state. Palestine primarily Muslim community and Israel is primarily Jews. And all over world, this is a very small community now, even though it is the oldest, one of the oldest religion, much more older than Christianity and Islam. But today they are closer to maybe less than 2 crore, approximately 1.6, 1.7 crore all over world, and most of them live in Israel. But the problem is all around them, the Muslim community, and in particular, if we talk about Israel, the Palestine issue, there are some mistakes from Israel also. They displaced the Palestinians, and that backfire is happening. In Palestine, there are two groups. One is a little bit moderate who stay in West Bank, and little violent group also declared as terrorist group, that is Hamas. They stay in the Gaza Strip, and this Gaza is just a small strip. It can be isolated. That is what is exactly Israel is doing. We will see this entire um issue in a larger perspective. What is going to happen in future if this is not sorted out? Because for the world, we need all the countries to stay at peace. Such frictions are affecting entire world. Today already two flashpoints are there, and naturally countries will get aligned. Traditionally we are a balanced country, but still we have to take some side. So maybe we will take side of Israel, but then we are also getting affected for business interests, because there are few countries who will take side of Palestine. But Tanu, you covered it well. Some of the practices for you, listen your own audio. What will happen, you will come to know where your accent of your own mother tongue, Haryanvi, it comes into that. So that can be refined, and much more confidence will come when you practice regularly. Okay, Tanu, who is next? Vaibhav. Okay. Tanu, keep time. Vaibhav will speak.
Okay, sir. You can start.
Good morning, gentlemen. As everyone says that, especially elder peoples, the education of children is important for our country. So then, what about the education of elders? Education of elders is very necessary for existence of our democracy because there is no doubt that adult education is directly linked with so many factors such as economic, social, cultural, political, and political regeneration of our country. So, uh, everyone, my today's topic is adult education. So, what is adult education? Adult education is nothing but providing education to adults who are above the age of 21 years. Adult education consists of developing various skills like basic skills and vocational or professional skills. So, why adult education is important and what are its purposes? Firstly, the adult today has need to understand the rapidly changing world and growing complexities in society. Secondly, the self development and the development of socials for effective participation in social and political life, and also ensure economic progress, prosperity, and to develop social unity. Also, to eradicate discrimination and make our democracy successful. All these factors will be improved only when we improve our literacy rate. Today, our literacy rate is only 75%, in which Kerala has 93% literacy rate, and Bihar with the lowest, that is 63. So, we firstly need to improve our literacy rate so we can uh, uh, cover all these aspects. So, what we can do to improve these things and what are the ways ahead? Firstly, today for this financial year, India has launched a new India literacy program, uh, which has been launched to cover all aspects of adult education. And secondly, literacy campaign with the help of teachers and students in various parts of villages and other regions. And again, we can educate and train young farmers for self development and modern farming. Again, open universities need to be established in various parts, like one open university should be in each district. Night schooling is also another good example in which we can promote adult education. So,
Time.
very in recent time, we can uh, the term adult education will soon be replaced by education for all. Thank you.
Okay, Vaibhav. Uh, Adult education will be replaced by education for all. Yes, we are moving into a further improved direction or graduating to a next level. Earlier, as per the requirement of society, education was limited to literacy, understanding, some kind of basic education. But now, as we are progressing, almost all of us are included into the education system. Now, what kind of education? Continuing education, because it is assumed that we are learning throughout our life. So, as the society progresses, the nature of problems will change. Today's society's problems are different compared to 50 years back. So, maybe the education program has to address all those requirements. Maybe another few years down the line, we will require more focused education on bringing peace of mind. So, that is some kind of different programs. How to be stable in our life after having everything materialistically, how to live life. So this I'm talking about future needs. Already in European countries and metro cities in India, it is felt that education, maybe skill based education after marriage, social oriented education, maybe sex education, all those things are different topics. As per the society's progress, the education is changing, the requirement is changing. Another example is like today's youth are exposed to many things maybe before their optimum age. So even in that field, we need to educate our kids that what kind of programs you must see, there is a chance of getting spoiled in life. So with the advancement of technology and internet, whatever exposure today everyone has got, that education, definitely we are lagging behind. Another field is we are getting divided very easily. So this education, maybe we don't have answers how to address this issue. Communal divide is there. WhatsApp or social media has brought us at a point where at a click of button you are actually spreading so much of information. That information, if it is of good use, then it is okay, but if it is dividing us further, then it is a problem. So there are bad elements in society, there are bad organizations around us, so we need to educate ourselves to protect the interests of the society and nation. So maybe this is also another dimension of education in future, where we need to be alert. Today you see a lot of movements are there which are caste and religion based. So we need to educate ourselves to strengthen society inclusive of all religions, all castes and creed and uh, gender. So everyone should be. So education per se, we need to open up new dimensions as per the scenario which is building up. Vaibhav, good. I think covered well. The end line was good. More confidence will come up. Keep practicing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Who is next?
So,
Sanjivani. Okay.
yes, sir.
Vaibhav, keep time.
Yes, sir. You can start.
Good morning to everyone. Today, my lecture topic is yoga. Yoga is an art which is concern our soul, mind, and body together. It make us strongly flexible, peaceful, and healthy. In country like India, where people have so much stress, yoga is a very necessary. It make us fit and healthy. A healthy mind can do everything. These days, people don't have time to for yoga due to their daily tasks, works, and stressful life. Maintaining a good health is much important than growing financially, because without health you can't do work, and without work you can't earn. So yoga is well known to increase peace in our body, and fight against all our stress and problems. Adults face most problem in their life as compared to the children's. So doing yoga increase peace level, and make you more joyful in, and more confident. So decreasing stress means that you will be a healthy, because it is scientifically proved that stress makes us unhealthy, but doing yoga can prevent this healthy. A healthy person can do the most of his and her life as compared to the who is unhealthy. Modern life is very stressful, there is a lot of pollution in our surrounding. So people living in big cities have a face several problems, and one of them is laziness. Even 10 to 20 minutes of yoga can wake us fully. Better healthy, and better healthy means better life. So being active is a golden chance in itself. When you are lazy, feeling tired or sleepy, you are missing most of fun, and are not able to complete the work correctly. So maintaining a good activity means that you are aware of what happening in your surrounding, as well as you can complete your job task
Last
according,
30
and
seconds.
less times. So some people face a lot of difficulty while beginning for taking their tools. When a person start doing yoga on a regular basis, they will start feeling effectively. So Lastly, I want to conclude that yoga is a miracle. One follow it, it will be guide your whole life. So 20 to
I love
30 minutes of yoga a day can change your life in a long time. So yoga is a very important for everyone, children, youngsters, and elders. Thank you.
Okay, Sanjeevani. In line with previous topic, adult education, when Vaibhav was talking, this is another dimension of yoga. This is also education. After COVID, we started talking about health issues, but the focus was more on physical health. I am of the opinion that the mental health is a bigger issue. And if we are to address mental health, yoga can be of assistance to sort out that problem. You look around in bigger cities, people, despite having a lot of things around them, job in hand, comfortable life, lesser materialistic problems, but still the happiness index is down compared to a person who is not having in the rural area those amenities. So, what is the problem? The problem is somewhere else. Our mental peace is linked to something else. We are not having time to think. Where are we? What is happening? What is our aim? What is the purpose of life? All those things we need to understand. So maybe yoga and such things give us time to get refreshed, because physical health, mental health, and the spiritual health, which is a little different, so all those things together can be looked as good health. So yoga, what Sanjuni has covered, yes, everyone should give time, at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes out of 24 hours for yoga and mental health, physical health, because it is addressing all the things. So Sanjuni, good, a lot of improvement compared to the last uh, couple of practices. You are more balanced, focused, you are controlling your sentences. Still a lot of scope to improve. Work upon it, slowly it will come up. Good, Sanjeevani. Who is next? Harsh.
Right.
Okay, Harsh. Sanjeevani, keep time.
Yes, sir.
Can I start?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Today's topic of my lecture it is agriculture in India. India is an agriculture-based economy and has a great demand on the farmer community. If we talk about its role in the economy, agriculture accounts for 50% of employed workforce and about 19% to the GDP of India. And talking about its history, if we date back to 3,000 years ago, agriculture in India had been in existence since the Harappan civilization. Also, 70% of rural households depend on the agriculture for their livelihood. India stands at the ninth rank concerning global agriculture exports and ranks second in its production. If we talk about agriculture sector in India, India is the largest producer of various vegetables and fruits like potatoes, ginger, okra, onions, brinjals, etc. It is also the largest producer of bananas, coconuts, mangoes, and also spices, because of which because of which many traders from the world have been attracted towards India. And also, India is the biggest exporter of cotton. Talking about the animal husbandry section, in India, various cattle have been trained like cows, goats, etc. And this animal husbandry section accounts for 35% of the agricultural output of India. If we talk about the productivity of Indian agriculture can be increased by bringing out various changes to the agriculture techniques and various technological innovations. The India's total factor production growth is still at 2%, while that of the India's neighboring country, that is China, is 6%. If India is able to increase its production if efficiently, it can also eradicate other problems like malnutrition and hunger. If we talk about the role of Indian economy of agriculture in the Indian economy, India's economy can also called as agroeconomy because a major crucial role of the economic growth of India is dependent on the agriculture,
Last 30 seconds.
and it also plays an important role in international trade and import. Yet, being such a efficient country in agriculture, there are some problems related to agriculture, such as unpredictability of rainfall in India. And in states like Punjab and Haryana, also, there has been a degradation in groundwater level. Other problems like major agriculture land is distributed unequally, and also crop rotation is
Time
essential
up.
to regain soil, which is not done usually. So these problems once can solve can also give a boost to the agriculture economy and thus can help improve the Indian economy. Thank you.
Okay, good Harshvardhan. I think you are preparing well. Topic was covered well. At NDA level, if you cover like this, it is a good, reasonably good way of delivering lecture. Agriculture, if you say, is a mainstay of Indian economy, but I personally feel it is not addressed well so far. We are working on ad hocism. In piecemeal, we are working in terms of policies, in terms of actions. If we can build so much of big mega projects, road network, airports, the seaports, the rail network, we can launch Chandrayaan 3, then what is the problem that we are not able to address the farmers issue? Why we can't look after their basic needs? One is water and second is electricity. Now after 75 years, if our mainstay, why I am calling it mainstay? Because majority of the population is still associated with agriculture. Fraction of people are treating it as agribusiness in developed pockets of the country, but government somehow has not able to solve these issues. It is still a shame in the same financial year we have to allocate funds for flood related victims, and in the other pocket of the country we have to see drought prone problems. So if we work and integrate the water resources, if we work and solve the electricity issues, I think a lot of people, because it is going to solve many problems. Firstly, the agriculture production all over world, it will be supplied. Secondly, the employment issue will be solved. Thirdly, the balance between rural and urban population, it will be sorted out. No need to migrate towards urban pockets. If our villages become strong, our rural and semi-rural, semi-urban areas become strong bases. And this is what is Mahatma Gandhi ji was propagating. We need stronger economies in villages. Most of the social workers, the reformers, they advocated this, but the action is pending. Okay, why I'm adding these points so that your brain also opens up, thinks at little higher level. You may deliver the lecturate according to your knowledge, your uh, wisdom, but then SSB also demands creative thinking, little bit ideas, opinions, and from that angle we need to cover this. Okay, so good, Harshvardhan, well covered. This is a very important topic. In many areas, it can work. Again, linking it up with one of the important ally in our agriculture development is Israel. If Israel goes into war, a lot of alliance is affected, lot of, because defense partner plus agriculture sector partner, we look at Israel. in this way. Okay, Harshvardhan. So I think we are finished with the speakers. Good. I think topics are changing. You at your individual level take different topics every day. Make your own notebook. Cover your knowledge in systematic way. Update your knowledge in different topics. Today, if you have taken agriculture, tomorrow it can be scientific. Another time it can be international relations, country oriented things, current issues. So at individual level, you focus on your updation systematically. Make 5 to 6 segments in your notebook. Keep noting down data. If suppose today you have spoken on one topic, another person has spoken on a different area, but your notebook requires data. Note down some important data if you hear to others. And that is how simultaneously you are updating your knowledge by preparing on one topic and listening to many topics. So this is a larger interest you must show. Okay, with this we will end here. Have a good time. Bye. Jai Hind.